So, you're a dog owner here in Oswego. You already know that life with your best friend is great, but it has its moments, right? Today, we're going to walk through exactly how to find a great professional dog trainer who can help you and your pup really enjoy everything our community has to offer. I mean, think about it. Whether you're trying to navigate the sidewalks on Washington Street or just want to enjoy a nice, calm walk in the park, having a well-behaved dog just makes everything so much better. It's less stress for you, and honestly, more fun for everyone. Good training is really what makes all that possible. Okay, here's our game plan. We're going to cover 5 simple steps. We'll start with why a local trainer is a big plus, then we'll get into different training styles, how to actually pick a trainer, what to expect for costs around here, and finally, some great local spots to practice all those new skills. All right, first up, what makes training a dog in Oswego different? Well, a trainer who knows the area gets the real-world situations you and your dog are going to face every single day. You know what I'm talking about. You need a dog who can handle the traffic along Route 34, but who can also be calm and relaxed on a quiet walk through a neighborhood like Prestwick. A trainer who's local can help prepare your dog for all of it. The kids playing soccer, another dog tied up outside a shop downtown, all those little things. So now that we've covered the why, let's talk about the how. It's really important to match the type of training to your dog's specific personality and, of course, what you're trying to achieve. You've basically got 2 main paths here. Group classes are awesome for getting your dog to focus on you, even with all the distractions of other dogs and people around. But if your main headaches are happening at home, the jumping on guests, the grabbing food off the counter, then in-home training is perfect because you're tackling the problem right where it happens. And what is it you're hoping to work on? Are you starting fresh with a brand new puppy? Or maybe you just want to brush up on the basics, like walking nicely on a leash? Or are you dealing with something a little more serious, like fearfulness or a separation anxiety? Just knowing your goal makes it so much easier to find a trainer who has the right expertise. Okay, so you know your goals, you know what kind of training format you're leaning towards, so let's get down to it. How do you find and vet a professional that you can really trust with your dog? First things first, you absolutely want to find a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. This is the modern standard, and it's backed by science. It's not about punishing bad behavior. It's all about rewarding the good stuff you want to see more of. This way, you're building a relationship based on trust, which makes the training stick and is just a lot more enjoyable for both of you. Now, what about all those letters after a trainer's name? It can be kind of confusing. A good rule of thumb is that something like CPDT is a solid, all-around certification for general skills. If you see credentials like IABC or CBCC, that usually means they specialize in more complex behavior issues. These certifications basically tell you that the trainer is serious about their profession and stays up to date on what works. And that brings me to your part. You should feel totally comfortable interviewing a potential trainer. Ask them about their methods. A really great question is, how would you tailor a training plan specifically for my dog and our life here in Oswego? How they answer that question will tell you a whole lot about their experience and approach. All right, let's talk about the investment. Knowing what training typically costs around Oswego and Kendall County will help you set a realistic budget and know what you're getting for your money. So, taking a look at some typical prices for 2025, you can see a group class that runs for several weeks is likely going to be in that couple $100 range. A single private lesson usually costs between $100 and $180. And then you have the really intensive options like board and train programs. They're a much bigger investment, for sure, but can be the right fit for certain situations. This should give you a good ballpark idea. Last but not least, let's talk about practice. The training session is just the beginning. You have to practice consistently to make those new skills stick. And lucky for us, Oswego has some really great spots to do just that. For instance, that fenced area at Hudson Crossing Park, it's a fantastic, safe place to work on your dog's recall. The big open fields at Waubonsee Park are perfect for practicing loose leash walking. And if you need a quieter spot with fewer distractions to really build focus, the trails over at Prairie Point Park are an excellent choice. So, there you have it. A plan. You know how to set your goals, how to find a qualified pro, and even where to practice right here in our town. Now it's just about taking that next step and really starting to build that amazing partnership with your dog. A well-trained dog just makes life easier. It makes having people over less chaotic. It makes taking a walk through the neighborhood peaceful and enjoyable. It really does make your life and your dog's life better in so many ways. So Best of luck on your training journey.